right, gang, welcome back. For all y'all that thought maybe dear old um hungry polar bear from the end of the last session killed me off, uh I made it. I survived. Not gonna not gonna necessarily comment on how it ended for the polar bear, but oh well, life be life. So you probably might have been wondering last time, hey, what are these little pillars here that he's got? These are basically how when I first started, how I was marking places. Maybe I'd go a good distance, and I don't know where. Okay, that must be the other one there. So I would go until I felt like the other one that I would make this one, and then I would go. Hey, evidently I wanted to go maybe in this direction, let's say, and I'd just go that way until I could barely see that one, and I'd create another pillar. And you can see a couple more out in the distance there. Let's just go ahead and do this so I can show you. These are some kind of primitive ways. I didn't have a crash course in Minecraft. It was just play and figure it out. So yeah, that was comfortable for me. I guess I felt like I could see that from there. As you'll see, there's a little house up there. There's one right out here. Oh, actually, this is a little. I tried my best at one point to when the turtles came out, or maybe turtle breeding came out. I tried to trap one in there, and it didn't work out so well. Look at this guy. Speaking of turtles, guy, hey, did you leave any little scoots up here somewhere? Like random, real random right now. I don't know how many times that's ever happened to me. That's a cool looking little island place out there. But at any rate, so there's a little spot there. You can see these towers. And that's kind of how I did for a little while there. I would go some ways, and I would just build a little survival hut. It's just some other stuff I did and try to. I don't know. A creeper probably blew up. That looks like a cave. I kind of makeshifted to go down in there, figure some things out early on, early game stuff. We're trying. These guys right here. This is what you're gonna need when you first jump into the world. You're gonna need, unfortunately, to kind of get you a little wool, the old-fashioned way there. Get you a few of those guys. There's another one right there. Get you a few ships. You need to. Gonna have your hand. I always have a little piece of dirt. It's like Itsu Komodo, aka Dirt Man. Really, you'll notice that. I mean, I've always got the dirt. But you'll come over here when you spawn. We talked about the spawn last time, right? So that's, I don't know why I called that a tower, but yeah, that's my humongous spawn tower there that I created. But you'll come over here with a piece of dirt, or, hello wolf, or your hand. You'll get you some wood. You'll make you a crafting table. And I suggest kind of either burying yourself down in the ground for the night, which is probably what I tried to do here. Got myself down in a hole or something. If you have a bed, you can throw it down here. You can sleep. You can just sleep up here, honestly. If you get a bed made, you can just sleep wherever you're at. That'll keep you going. But you want to get down underneath and get you some stone and stuff to make you a stone axe. But you can kind of watch some other vids to get the specifics on those kind of things. But again, for me, it's as simple as, hey, if I spawn right here, I'm just going to go on in here, and at the least, I'm going to do something like that at the least, that I know it's I made that. And so once I go and do all my other things that I'm going to do, random running around, I can come back over here and fill this up with stone or something, and I'll always know that this is my spot. Spawn in next to those guys, be careful. So what are we going to do today? In part, what we're going to do today, the village that we kind of started in last time, that's where we're headed. Just want to show you the value of sorts of kind of finding a village early on. That's one thing you want to do. So if you're going to kind of craft yourself a small little house to kind of stock up on supplies, that's great. But you're also going to want to probably head to a village, and just one way to do that is to kind of get up high somewhere. If you can get up on top of some trees. That's another place we'll talk about at some point. Actually, not that, but that. That looks really dark. Brown sheep. Okay, so get up somewhere high, and from here, oh wow, look here. There's one of those brewing tower things. It's village. Signs of life over there. That's about it from where I can see. And so, if it were me and I just spawned in here or whatnot, mark my spot and I'd head over. Okay. And if I don't see anything, if I didn't see that, I'd just build me a little hut like this. Nothing fancy. Just go ahead and build me a little hut. Someplace safe. Someplace safe. I was just kind of wondering what that thumping was. And why, my friends, why are you way over here? Why? Why are you here? This is so ridiculous, dude. That's these guys. It's just got a mind of his own. He's literally just out here. What are you doing? Who are you protecting way over here? How did you even get here? This is probably a guy that I made from way over there. Anyways, okay. I'm like, what is he thinking? I just don't think he is thinking. What do I do in these little places? Crafting table, furnace. You can use a fireplace to cook some food. Maybe got some coal in there. Store some of your early game stuff. And I usually make little basements in. There's a smoker. Got some. I usually put a little basement. That'd be like the second thing I do after I start outgrowing this part up here. I'll just make me a little basement. That's my first home edition. And I always try to sleep. I'm a sleeper unless I'm searching for what's this guy? Can he do it, folks? Yep, he can. Let's see. Unless I'm looking for phantom membranes. But look. What did this iron golem do? This iron golem, like, how did he seriously navigate? I guess I'm just trying to find, okay, one. I guess he could have climbed up like right there, from over here. I don't get it. There's my big tree. That's where we started out yesterday. Okay, so you find yourself a village, and from there, obviously you're not going to be able to do trading and stuff too early, but it's a good safe place to, you got a few little animals you can feed. Usually you have some crops you can kind of get started with and things of that nature. Okay, so that's why I recommend just go ahead and find yourself a village. Make sure you're sleeping if you're in a village. This village, the story I mentioned the other day about this village that we would wait for another time. Well, in short, this village once was populated with different people that are here now. Villagers. It was awesome. I thought, wow, this is a cool place. And I think this is I go up there. This is my little auto bone meal thing, and I put stuff in there I want to make bone meal out of, and it. Okay, I forgot about that. It's so cool. It's when I was trying to use the granite and the polished granite and the bricks. I think that looks pretty cool. I think there's some more over here, but I'm going to get back to the story. Yeah, right here. Boom. just looks cool. Regular granite polish. Look at that. Look at those patterns. So I was just playing around a little bit. Oh, so much to see. So much to see. But hey, so I think I had a raid here or something. Didn't know what I was doing. Oh my God, died. I came back here at some point, and I went down here for some reason, which I've cleaned this up a little bit since, but I ended up finding a couple of zombie villagers down here, and I tried my best to get those guys in a boat or something. I was having a really tough time trying to revive them. I mean, my village ended up, it died all the way out, and so this place is a little far from anything else in my world, so I didn't want to have to shuttle villagers all the way back. So I tried my best to convert the zombie villagers from down there, bring them up. Didn't work. Eventually, I did have to carry in a boat a villager. I might have just went back and got another one, kind of thing. I don't remember exactly how I accomplished that. This is instant death right here. Look at this death trap. So eventually, it was one of my big goals to come back to this place and make some additions to it. This might be it. You know, I talked last time about expanding things and connecting things. Like using this style to do something with in this village would be cool. But what I really did, after 117, I come over and I made this little place here. Thought it looked kind of cool. I made this waterfall here. Just trying to start adding the little details. And this whole thing over here, believe it or not, was what I did, which is kind of part of what I wanted to explain to you guys today. When you find that first village, you can just kind of make it your own a little bit. And I did that here, but then I had to redo it. Let's say, I apologize, you guys can't see what I did to mess it all up, but this is original. This I did, not original to the game. That's original to the game. But then I added this in, this whole little back porch thing. I added that real early. Didn't really know what I was doing. You could probably tell. And it come across here and added and built this onto the back of another structured house over there. And actually, this, if you guys look this seed up, you would say, "Oh wow, that doesn't even." This used to be a mountain right here, with a house on it. It was a house up there that I've modified a little bit, and I've brought it down to connect it to the ground and kind of made it this big tower thing. So the point is, you can get in here and attach fences to these things to house some other different types of animals, and just kind of take a village and just make it your own. And I remember, like, this whole place here was connected to this, and it was just a big hill. And I had like glass that I would hide behind and try to shoot skeletons at night and stuff. Oh man, back in the scary days where I was scared to to see a mob. There's another little post 117 thing I did over there. It's infinite lava source, which also serves as a workstation because it's a cauldron. Added a little decoration in here. I started trying to kind of build this up, but again, this was my very first little village. I've kind of made a little trading hall in here now. These guys had some pretty good discounts. Not so good anymore. I was able to, come on, guy. I'm trying to get my library dude back here, see what he's up to. Oh, I got him again. This greedy carrot guy wants me to trade carrots. And I think this is Unbreaking 3. Yeah, he was really low for a while there, but I was playing obviously when they had that I guess it's a glitch or whatnot where guys were you cure the villager one time, a zombie villager, and he would. That's cool. he would give you the one item trade, one emerald trade or whatnot, and I made out like a bandit on some of that stuff. I got really spoiled, and when they, I was kind of a bit out of shape when they. I've been trading with him pretty good. Look at us, we're stacked, guys. We're stacked. At some point though, we may have to kind of leave all this stuff behind and start over nice and fresh. Here's something I like to do. You guys have probably seen that, but I think that's the andesite. Mix that in. I could probably do a little bit more actually to mix that in. But then you got your mossy cobblestone. These vines. These are just little details you can do. Started really getting into adding what I guess are bushes around my builds and things like that as well. So those are some little small things that I've begun to get more into to just try to liven things up. Now I do not like when the vines creep over into my windows. I'm not a big fan of that. Really not. When we do it something like that, may end up being a little better. Okay. With this guy, I just come back over here, like I said, 117. Got my dripstone here. Pointed dripstone. Made me a little well for my infinite lava source. I also took the liberty of kind of making a back door. Try to grow me some dripstone in here. Yes, indeed. Got a little bathhouse up here. It's a little secret spot for my villagers. You got to have that fresh air up in the bathhouse, though. You can't just be steaming it out in here with the boys with no fresh air. Now, that's for sure. So, gives you a little view from up here, too. We got a few more minutes here. This is what I call OG Village, and these are just a few little things that I've done to kind of make this place my own here. Get nice and cozy. Pressure plate on top of the fence. Some little simple stuff. That concept of that table was already done. So I've done a great deal to then add a bunch of beds. So this place could repopulate. I have an idea maybe for a tower or something up atop this place. Actually, I had a little converter down here too. So I kept finding zombie villagers in here. So I made a little conversion place over there. But didn't really, I wanted it to be like a thing that I can continued to be able to use, but didn't really work out like that. So I just got this discount guy over here. But basically I would let the guys come in, cure them, and then I was gonna use them for their discounts, but it didn't really work out that way. Dun dun dun. Steal somebody's bed for tonight. Hello, can I share this bed with you? It's like, no, you're not sharing nothing. I'm not sharing nothing. I'll get up. I'm gone. I'm out. While you're up all night, would you go find that iron golem and tell him to get back over here? So here's the spot. Here's my little way up for the time being anyways. I gotta try to remember how to make water elevators and everything. I have forgotten more than I feel like I know at this point. But as you guys can see, it's a pretty big village. I didn't really add any buildings per se. I just kind of modded that tall one, and kind of connected those. There were two there. I kind of connected those in that L shape. But I didn't really add anything. So all these are there. And actually, I believe there's there's one down there too, a little villager house. Well, this is a pretty extensive place. What's neat is like sometimes these villages spawn in, like, look at that. Like, there's the path, and the path comes way up here. I didn't do that. And it, it's just so odd. Goes all the way over to there. So it's huge. So I feel like this place has a lot of potential. I used a little place over here to get me some moss, farm a little moss over there. Which, hey, speaking of moss blocks again, I've seen Prow and some of these other guys making these moss farms. That may be something you guys want me to get into. Some of those farms I don't really, a lot of the guys will use Java to do it, and I don't know if that they work on Bedrock, so I don't have a whole lot of time to just be playing around. So if somebody makes one on Bedrock, JC Playz or somebody like that, hello guys, Jason here. He's my boy, man. That dude, he's on it, man. He's short, sweet, to the point. He gets you there, man. He gets you there. A lot of his farms, and he's got a very, very consistent strategy and a very consistent, lovable intro. But yeah, if I can find one easy enough, you guys want me to do it, sure. But something like tree farms and these kind of things. Some of these things I just don't get. I don't get the point of it unless you just got a lot of time on your hand. But when you can come over here and you can just, hello guy. When you can just find you a random spot and put a moss block down and bone mill it and just get your stuff. Like, I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that time consuming in the long run. Like, how much moss do you really need? I don't know. But I've said that before about other things and ended up sinking a good bit of time into things like pumpkins grew. That's cool. More kitties. Sank some time into some farms that maybe I didn't think that I was going to. So So I guess this is kind of meet the village episode, right? Thought that was kind of cool. And it's nothing big, but it's just like a little workstation for the guys, man. Cut some wood or something over here. Okay. Whenever that download thing comes up in the top, save or whatever it is, it can kind of get a little glitchy. Yeah, so aside from like planting cactus, planting all these sugar cane, adding a whole bunch of crop fields, breeding a bunch of animals, and those few builds that I mentioned to you guys that I kind of heavily modified, I hadn't done much. Definitely go in and add beds, many beds as you can into these houses, add workstations into the houses, or around the houses. I kind of like to put some on the outsides of some houses. But that's my advice for the day. My tips, my vid, right? Oh, here we go. Here's another grand display of protection at its finest. I'm gonna find a way to get in here. Or like right here. He's probably what he did. I don't know. What did he, right here? Goodness gracious, guys. What are you thinking? Like, why? Why do you make yourself completely useless? Oh. I'm gonna save the day, but not really, because I'm stuck in here with the cows, and my cousin went on a foraging run, over in Helm's Deep over there, looking for acorns or whatever, come on guys. Oh me. At any rate, I could use a workstation out here, huh? I don't know that I wanted to spread too many guys all the way out here. But it is what it is. I actually collected these two little horses. Now, if you don't know by now already, and I think this has been rendered. There's another thing that you can do instead of this now, maybe. But, throwing a piece of carpet over here allows you to jump in and mobs can't, okay? So it's a quick way instead of having a little gate that you have to open, fence gate, which I don't even have on this. I kind of stopped using them after I learned that trick. It seems like there's something else you can do now too, but maybe it's just in my other village where I have a beacon and I have the double jump and I can kind of jump over those things. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so just trying to reacclimate myself at this point. So hey, we'll end where we begun last video. We'll end up in our treehouse, which I thought there was kind of a way to get up here. It's not much here, but I did make a way up here. I just really wanted to make like a great treehouse, and by great I just mean something really huge. And really all I did was planted trees, and then I'd go up on top of the tree somewhere and plant another tree. You know, and kind of ended up designing it that way. This was fun, and it's just something I wanted to do. But if you guys have some ideas for how I can make this thing even better, let me know. Let me know. So from here, not sure what we'll get into next time. I think we're just going to keep kind of jumping from village to village, or should I say from base to base, in a fashion that I think that I did when I played. You know, so take you through like step by step, and you may even be able to see some amount of progression from the bases. But reality is I ended up making my way back to most of these places, as you've seen, afterwards, at some stage afterwards, and kind of modding things. But I want to continue that. I want to continue that trend. I want to eventually get to a place where that's cute. Where you guys are helping me out, and like hey, you know, you really could use this here, or this is what I did with my place like this, or check out this video, this guy has a really good idea for that. So I'm down for any of that. Now if you guys don't come up with ideas, or hey, let's just say for instance nobody really watches these and I don't get any feedback, then I guess I'll just do my own thing, and then at some point maybe it'll all come together, or maybe I'll just get the message right. So at any rate, it's been fun. It's been real. Itsu Komodo, aka Dirt Man. I'm out. See you guys next time.